Okay, in this presentation we are going to look at the Weibull distribution. So here what we have is a worked example related to a packaged magnetic disk. So assume that the life of a packaged magnetic disk exposed to corrosive gases has a Weibull distribution with alpha equals 0.3 and beta equal to 0.5. Now those are the two key values that we're going to use there. Alpha, I believe, is the shape parameter, and beta here is the scale parameter. Calculate the probability that the disk lasts at least 500 or 600 hours, okay, and then the disk fails before 500 hours. So two fairly straightforward questions. So first thing we're going to do, this is something you should always really do. I don't actually always do it myself, but I should in the presentations, but actually just state what X is. Let X denote the life of a magnetic disk exposed to corrosive gases denominated in hours. And we are given that X is a Weibull random variable with alpha equals 300 and beta equals 0.5. Now here are some lecture notes essentially related to the Weibull distribution, but really we are dealing with this here. This is the cumulative distribution function. I have it here written twice just for the sake of ease of reading it. I have it rewritten here in terms of EXP. It's essentially just different notation, but it just might be a little bit easier to read. That's the key thing we're going to be using here. Okay. At the top there, I have written in the key part of the calculation, the exponential of minus x divided by alpha to the power of beta, which with these parameters is the exponential of minus x divided by 300 to the power of 0.5. So again, alpha equals 300 and beta equals 0.5. Okay, so it's a straightforward enough one really. So once you have this worked out, things should move fairly quickly. Calculate the probability that a disk lasts at least 600 hours. What is the probability of x being greater than or equal to 600? So that is 1 minus the cumulative distribution function of 600. Okay, so it's 1 minus the exponential of minus 600 divided by 300 to the power 0.5. Now the minus and minuses cancel out, so essentially all we have to do is work this out. 600 divided by 300 is 2, and so essentially what we do is get the square root of 2. It's the exponential of the minus the square root of 2, and that should work out to be 0.2431. The second part is calculate the probability that the disk fails before 500 hours, so it's the cumulative distribution function of 500. So 500 divided by 300 is 1.66, and we get the square root of that. That is 1.291. So we're looking for the exponential of minus 1.291, okay, and that is 0.275. Okay, so altogether 1 minus that expression, 1 minus that exponential, 1 minus 0.275, that gives us 0.725. So that is the second part of that. Okay, we'll leave it there.